Has it ever happened to you that you're at a place and it looks so familiar that you could swear you were actually there? However, you don't remember how and when you were there, and even if you really were there. Well, chances are you probably were there, not physically, but spiritually. Astral projection, the next topic on Noon Hour Out of the Box. Coming up.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 17 of Noon Hour Out of the Box. Unbelievable. And we are super excited because we now have this incredible new sponsor called P Eats. They are a new meal prep service. They have a new menu every Friday. You order by Sunday, you get your meals by Tuesday. They are incredible. They have wonderful meals. They have detox juices. It's all available on Instagram. You just DM them at p.eats_preps. And we are super, super excited. So thank you all for joining us. A big thank you to Jenny DuHaime, our producer, who makes all this happen, and to Mr. Robert D'Alessio, our incredible co-host.
Hey, Esther, such a pleasure to be here. And I am super excited because, like all of other shows, I mean, this is going to be a fantastic show, but this is something that I am familiar with. This is something that I've been practicing for years. I've taken a break a little bit because, there's a lot of stuff going on in there, but as we go along with the show, we'll get into it. Congratulations, Esther, and congratulations to me, to you, to Jenny. We actually have a sponsor on the show. This is super. And you know what? Let this be an ear and eye opener to all of you folks out there. If you want a sponsor, we'll take you on. Just come on down and we'll listen to you. We'll fix something up.
Absolutely. So, Robert, astral projection, that is our topic this afternoon. And, I knew very little about it. I did see the series Behind Her Eyes on Netflix, absolutely loved it. And it was a story about a woman who was able to have lucid dreams. She was able to actually control her astral projection experience. Now, I know that you yourself have had some experience with this. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I've had, oh my God, many experiences going back. Anyways, I'm going to try to recall the most vivid ones. I remember at one point when I had one of my friends who was starting off with this, he was showing me how to do it. So when you're going to bed at night, what happens is that you have to be in a semi-conscious state. The reason why is because that way you'll be able to actually see what's going on and recall what happened, because everybody, absolutely everybody, has a spirit. We're We're triune beings, where you got the body, the spirit, and the soul. So it's proven scientifically that the spirit hovers above the body as one sleeps at night. So what happens is that sometimes our spirit wanders off. It could go into anywhere, and there's no limit. Man, this is getting great because I'm going to start traveling this way. It won't cost me a dime.
That's right. No passport necessary.
So you can actually actually spiritually leave your body, and you can travel anywhere you want. And the thing is, we are all vibrating at a certain vibration. It's all about vibrations and frequencies. So if you can manage to actually get into a semi-conscious state, you're going to be able to see what's going on live and recall it. The way you got to do it is when you're going to bed, you got to stay semi-conscious, and you're actually envisioning yourself, and you actually start seeing your spirit moving away from you. And you're going to actually, it depends on how you can control it, because if you don't control it, you can shoot right out. And When you come back, if you don't know how to control that either, you can come back and it's like all of a sudden it's like there's a big jolt. You jump right out of your bed, like type of thing. You're like, what happened? Well, that's the spirit coming back into your body.
That is so fascinating, Robert. So fascinating. So for those of you who don't have a lot of knowledge what astral projection is, we have a little bit of a definition here for you. Let me just show you. So astral projection is a form of psychic ability in which your spirit leaves your physical body and travels throughout the world or universe. That is really incredible. And I have a little animation here that illustrates what the process is. So just take a moment and watch this.
Imagine traveling at the speed of thought. Flying over Earth and soaring off to space. Visiting any place you want. Discovering for yourself truths that are unknown to today's science. Gathering experiences you never imagined. The human mind has unfathomed potential, and science has understood but a fraction of what the mind can achieve. By tapping into the powers dormant within all of us, we can realize an existence beyond our imaginations. One such power inherent in us is astral projection, or out-of-body experience, while your physical body is relaxing and sleeping peacefully. Astral projection is the process that allows you to consciously leave your physical body.
Wow.
You saw that silver cord, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and now we're talking about this, and this is there's actual biblical documentation on that, and I have that right over here. Okay, this is in the Old Testament, Ecclesiastes 12:6-7. And I put into big letters words that are pertinent over here. And there's a passage that says, remember him before the silver cord. Remember that silver cord you discovered?
Yes.
Well, is severed, broken, and the gold bowl is broken before the pitcher is shattered at the spring, and the wheel broken at the well. And it continues like this. And the dust returns to the ground it came from, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. Okay.
You've actually experienced it.
Before you put that up, folks,
yes,
I actually experienced each and every one of these
That's right.
points coming up.
Okay, they are fascinating. So, have you experienced astral projection? Here are some of the ways. Number 1, your dreams are extremely vivid. Number 2, you wake up exhausted even though you have slept all night. Number 3, people don't look like people in your dreams. Number 4, you have been to a place you've never been in real life and you remember details and the place feels familiar. Number 5, you wake up suddenly and you feel as if you've been slammed back into your body. I have experienced that. That is so interesting.
I just said that before.
So number 6, you see someone in your dream and later discover they also dreamed about seeing you. My kids have experienced that. Believe it or not, when they were much younger, they used to say, I'll see you in our dreams. Number 7, you recall unusual sensory experiences from your dream, like tingling, ringing in your ears, and the similar sensations to that. Number 8, you dream of flying and falling. How many times have I experienced that? And I know it's quite common. Number 9, you arrive in a location quickly and without understanding how you got there. And number 10, you talk to others, but voices may sound distorted or strange, and yet you understand what they're saying.
That's unbelievable. And you know what? Astral projection is somehow connected with premonitory dreams.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about what I experienced recently, and this is what inspired me to, to actually suggest that we talk about this today. So here I am in my dream. I'm in my bedroom, and I see myself lucidly, and I'm wake up wearing red and black gloves. and tell
Huh.
myself, what am I doing with this? So I take them off. And in my dream, I go back to bed, and it's like I snap out of it, and I'm standing up again with those same red and black gloves. And what is going on here? So take them off again. Third time, I only have one on. So what happens is that I start falling, okay? And it's a while I haven't done astral projection, but in this case, I actually controlled my fall, and I came to not a sudden stop, but a controlled stop, and I had my feet on the ground, and I'm in a round room, a brick wall. Well, anyways, all that, to make a short story long, is that, wouldn't you know it, because I had left my job at the hotel where I was working because some physical issues and all that. Great people at the Saint Martin Hotel. A shout out to you people, by the way. And then I was looking for a job, and I had contacted Chrono Aviation a while back. Anyways, all that to say is that very morning, because, by the time I got up and I went through all this dreaming and all that, it was probably 7 o'clock in the morning of that very day. 9 o'clock, I got a phone call from Chrono Aviation, and those red and black gloves, because I'm already working for them. But with Lux Ground Services, it's a division. I drive the bus to the airport, and I have the same red and black gloves that I'm opening the luggage compartment every day.
That is so interesting. Absolutely.
So you know what? Those red gloves are actually telling me that I'm going to get this phone call and all that. And I also experienced other things in there, a combination of looking into the future and all that. But that's for another day. We don't have much time left on this, so we've got to get going here.
So, in fact, what you experienced could partially be more of a premonition than astral projection itself. Combined
with the astral projection, because I actually saw myself falling, and I controlled myself, and I ended up in a room. So it was a controlled environment.
So let's describe what a lucid dream is. So lucid dreaming is being aware that one can influence and control what's happening in their dream, and they can choose how to interact with it. So that is something that I guess when you become more experienced and you become consciously aware that you are experiencing astral projection, you can then figure out how to actually have lucid dreams and have control over the experience.
There are many videos out there on YouTube. I suggest, folks, it's be careful what you're doing, because there's good and evil in the real world, and there's also good and evil in the spiritual world. So you got to be prepared. You got to know what you're doing. You got to listen, to some of these videos, how to protect yourself before you go out there.
Yeah, there was some controversy when I did my research, and some people saying that astral projection actually leaves yourself open to a type of possession, so to speak. So there's that school of thought as well.
Well, yeah. Well, like I said, it's very important. You got to protect yourself before you come out. And it's also nice to know is how you can cushion that re-entry into your body, because if you come in hard all the time, it's a bit of a heart stopper, and you might end up waking up your partner. You're going to tell him about the dream, and he's going to think you're nuts, like it happened to me. Anyway.
So, it's quite a popular subject. And even there's a whole category on TikTok about astral projection. And I'm just going to play the short little video that explains how to experience it.
Here are 3 simple steps to help you experience astral projection. Step 1, you're going to set your alarm for 6 hours. And then when you wake up, you're going to get out of bed for a few minutes and then lay back down. Step 2, while you're laying down, you're going to tell yourself either out loud or in your mind, my mind is going to stay awake while my body is asleep, okay? And you're going to repeat this over and over again, okay? So that way your mind is awake, body's asleep. All right, don't try to force anything. Step 3 is what we call the rope technique. So you're going to imagine that you're climbing a rope or a ladder, and you don't really necessarily have to see it, but you just need to feel the sensation of the movement of climbing. The more that you think about this sensation of climbing, you're going to start to experience vibrations throughout your body, or tingles, or zaps, as some people call them. You want to continue to keep thinking about that sensation of that motion until the vibrations get so intense that they actually push you out of your body. And that's astral projection for beginners. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys.
Wow. That is beautiful. So interesting.
And you know what? That's exactly the way to do it. Esther, you know what? We have so much to cover. Unfortunately, we have a time constraint over here, because we do have something very interesting to close off our show. And it's one of our favorite segments. What is it?
It's Jenny's Fun Facts. And warning, guys, please do not drive or use heavy machinery while you listen to this particular segment. It is so well done, and it will take you to another realm.
Another level. And we're going to be signing off our show with this over here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Thank you.
And folks, don't forget, we have a segment called What's on Your Mind. Send us your videos. Sponsors out there, if you want to sponsor Noon Hour Out of the Box, Rob's Inner Circle, or Esther's Breeze, please feel free to contact us, and we'll be more than willing to hear you. So we'll see you next week, same time, same place. As we're signing off, this is a great episode of Jenny's Fun Facts. Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Jenny's Fun Facts.
Pineal gland third eye simulation activation sequencer begins. Location, Earth. In the year CE .09.22.2021. Mission, letting go of fear, overthinking and worries. Shifting realities through astral projection. Frequency, 852 Hz to 888 Hz. Destination, everywhere and anywhere. Are you well strapped into your seat? Feet steady on the floor. Arms are loose next to your body. Your mind clear. Let us begin.
Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Allow your body to relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Connect your naked toes to the bottom of your feet to the floor. What do you feel? Is the floor warm, cold, hard, soft? What do you want it to be? Where do you want to be? Right now, right here, right there, right where? You are now safe in the presence of yourself. You see the reflection of you in the distance as you approach a mirror in the hallway before you. The mirror touches the floor and covers all directions of the wall where it stands. There are no border frames around its four sides. You see the distance of the hallway in the mirror ahead of you, which was once behind you. You enter the mirror. You look back. You can no longer tell which is forward or backwards, but you do not fear moving in either direction. You feel light. Your arms slightly elevate away from your sides. Your feet are no longer touching the floor, yet you still feel the presence of the floor below you. It keeps you stable. You trust your body to take you to its next plane. You see an open sky. It is bright. The clouds are white. The sky is peacock blue. You recognize the color from your crayon set as a child. It was your favorite. The grass is greener than you've ever imagined. This is your paradise. You hear laughter in the distance, but you see no one. You recognize that laugh. You've heard it before, yet you are unsure of where from. You see yourself in the distance as a young child playing in your favorite place. You see yourself smile at you as you approach your childlike self. You are laughing with the person that you once laughed with. The laughter you hear is now recognizable to you. The laughter you hear is coming from your heart. You go to approach your childlike self. You lock hands. The child's hands are tinier than yours, yet consoling. You dance together in the small yellow flowers that now cusp your feet. Their tiny fingers trustingly hold tightly to yours for comfort and guidance. You smell a familiar smell. Fried eggs, perhaps? No, the smell of pancakes that your mother once cooked. You let go of the tiny hands. The smell draws you back to where you came from. The child waves back at you, allowing you to leave. The smile is comforting. You are now elevated over the field of flowers. You are unsure of which direction to go in. However, you do not feel panicked as you look down and notice a river below your feet, filled with the sweet smell of syrup, guiding you back to your once kitchen table. You sit down in your favorite chair, waiting for your mother's morning surprise. Your mother smiles her usual smile as she turns away from the stove to look at you and tells you to go wash your hands before you eat. You step up from the table and head to the washroom as you feel the floor once again touching your naked toes. You step towards the door to your bathroom and notice a full-length mirror on the back of the door. It is inviting you to step back into and return to your natural world. You take a deep breath. And although you really wanted those pancakes, you step into the mirror in 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back. Simulation complete.
Fun fact!